ikaw, ano yung mga ginawa mo looking back as you cope through this disorder, kumbaga?
Actually, I would say at the height of the ordeal, wala akong nagawa. I wasn't able to. I was really so helpless, so hopeless, lifeless, actually. The word is lifeless, I think. Because I would find myself in two extremes. It's either I would always be asleep or I will always be awake. So, dalawa siya. I remember Charlie would go home from work, no? Nasa kama ka na naman, tulog ka na naman. Parang during that time, of course, medyo he wasn't,
He doesn't understand.
he doesn't understand yet. Yeah, he doesn't understand yet. So parang, tulog ka na naman. Pag alis ko, tulog ka. Pag balik ko, tulog ka pa rin. Because during that time, I felt like sleep was my way to escape reality. So, I just wanted to sleep and sleep and sleep. But ang ending, since I sleep and sleep and sleep, sa gabi, hindi naman na ako makatulog. Kasi wala na eh, naubos na yung antok ko eh. So, during the time that I was supposed to be asleep, I would be awake. During the time that I'm supposed to be awake, I'm asleep. So, di ba, gulo-gulo na lahat. And then, I would notice that I'm really so different. And all the people around me would say that. No? So, I'm unusually quiet. When you talk to me, parang walang sense kausap. Cognitively, I also felt the difficulty din processing things. I love writing, but at that time, even when my psychiatrist would tell me, oh, I have to journal so that I can cope with what I'm feeling, would you believe I was not able to even write one coherent sentence.
Yeah.
As in, the words just wouldn't come out.
Yeah.
So, given all those things, no. Also, one thing that I remember vividly is I like watching K-drama. So there are scenes in the K-drama wherein a person with depression is depicted this way. No? So you go inside the place where that person lives, maybe a condo unit. And then, sobrang kalat. No? Parang may bottle of soju, may mga parang cup noodles, something na nakakalat
balot
lang
ng
dyan.
chips, ganyan.
Yeah, mga ganyan, di ba? So, there was a point when it was somehow like that also in the room where I used to do my online teaching. But it was not it was not mga garbage or whatever. But it was mga gifts nung Christmas of the previous year.
Na hindi mo pa nabuksan.
Na, yes. Yung iba nabuksan, yung iba hindi. Pero nakalagay lang lahat sa table hanggang sa ang kapal na ng dust and all. And nandun lang. Parang there were a lot of times when there was an urge to, ayusin siya and all. But there's like somehow parang a force pulling me back na, hindi, wag mo na yan ayusin para, if you one day decide to kill yourself, then nobody will be able to discover that you're dead. Kasi nandyan ka lang sa kalat. So it came to that point. And ngayon, parang looking back, so totoo pala yung ganun, no? Kasi when you watch the K-drama, parang feeling mo it's just an exaggerated depiction. But when you experience it, parang, okay, so it's really like that pala. Na you would try so hard, well, at least for me, I try so hard to fix those things, but it never got fixed.
Yeah.
Ayun. Yeah, so that was parang a part nung nangyari sa akin. And then March of last year, 2025, I had a really bad breakdown. So the day before, we actually went out of town with workmates. Parang we had a recreation day, ganyan. So sobrang happy, ganyan. And then the following morning, sobrang down. To the point that I was shaking, I kept crying, and then I was telling Charlie, parang, how will I end my life? Parang, can you tell me how I should end my life? Should I parang get a knife? Should I cut myself here? Should I Should I stab myself? And then I remember days leading to that. There were some triggers also. And I attempted to cut myself. But what stopped me was actually two things. One thing that stopped me is pag namatay ako ngayon, hindi na ako makapagkape.
And
It's
because you're a
funny, no?
coffee lover.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's funny kasi you would, I don't know, parang minsan inisip ko, syempre if you're at the brink of, ending your life, ang maisip mo, paano na yung family ko? Paano na yung ganyan? But no, it was just, nako, hindi na ako makakapagkape. That was one. And then the other thing is, during that time when I was trying to cut my wrist, I was thinking, shucks, hindi ko alam paano ba? What is the proper way to do it? And since I didn't know the proper way to do it, I might end up
Not doing
not
it
dead.
properly. Yeah.
Yun, oo. So that was what stopped me. Parang, if I don't do it properly, I will not end up dead. Parang all this effort and I will not end up dead. Parang, never mind. Because chances are, I might end up siguro in the hospital and then I will burden everybody to take care of me. I would just worry everyone. And then I'm still alive. Parang, never mind, wag na lang.
So what are the things now that you're doing? Sige, let's move to the
Sige,
now. Kasi dati sabi mo, wala kang nagawa kasi
Wala eh.
hopeless,
I was
lifeless.
really, yes.
Pero now, ano na yung mga ginagawa mo to help you to the
To cope.
road to recovery?
Yeah.
If that's the right term, yeah.
That time, actually, I started to take medication. But after taking medication, it was also not easy. Kasi the meds are so tiny. Pero after I took it, parang ang linis eh. That was how I would describe my mind. Parang ang linis. Feeling ko wala akong naiisip at all. And then, my emotions were very suppressed. So, I will not feel sad, but I will not feel happy either.
So you felt nothing?
I felt nothing. So, naturally, I'm animated, I'm OA, ganyan. Pero during that time, parang even if something, let's say, something that would usually excite me, didn't excite me at all. Parang, masarap yung food. Parang, magkikita tayo bukas. Ganun lang. That's not me. So, it was also very difficult at that time. And I took meds for March, April, May, mga around 4 months. Yeah. And then when I stopped yung meds, it's a different struggle din kasi parang I had to deal naman with withdrawal. Right now, I manage with strategies that I learned from my psychiatrist, from my doctor. So number one is awareness. Awareness meaning there are bad days, but a bad day is not a bad life. Parang yun yung inano sa akin, tinuro sa akin. And at the time when it was very difficult, whenever I see my psychiatrist, she would tell me, okay, Jen, every morning you have to tell yourself, do not die today, bukas na lang. Every day. Every day. So sabi ko, parang ang weird, no? Parang wag ka muna mamatay ngayon, bukas na lang. Pero kasi, that was all that my mind can take.
Yeah.
I cannot even think about what will happen tomorrow. This is literally one day at a time. So, sabi ko, okay, so if I tell that to myself now, how about tomorrow? Tomorrow morning, if you wake up, you tell
Say
yourself
it
again.
Yeah.
Okay, hindi ka mamamatay ngayon. Bukas na lang.
Ulit. Yeah.
Bukas na lang until I'm still here right now. Yan. And now, I don't tell myself that anymore. Na wag ka mamatay ngayon, bukas na lang. Hindi na, at least, di ba? Yeah. So, awareness, you have to pay attention to the signs. No? So, of course, right now, there are still days na I will be in a low mood, ganyan. So, I would be aware and at the same time, I will not suppress. Kasi I think my problem, when I went through the several sessions of therapy is that all my life, I've been high-performing, I've been a high achiever, a people pleaser. So, it's really rooted on, I have to do this, I cannot be sad. When I'm sad, everybody will be sad. Parang there was so much pressure that I was giving myself. It was a very unnecessary pressure. Yun. So that's why during the first few sessions, what was done is really to anchor me on my identity as a child of God.
Yeah.
That whatever happens, no, kahit matanggal yung calling, matanggal yung being a teacher, being a writer, being a speaker, being
Right.
whatever, at the root of all of it, I am a child of God. And the unconditional love of God is there. Yan. Yun yung parang pinaka naging anchor ko eh. Openness also helped. I had to speak up. I had to tell the people around me that, I'm dealing with this, ganyan. And not be afraid that people will judge me. Yan. I'm blessed because there were people who would tell me na, Jen, sa totoo lang, I don't understand what you're going through. But I'm willing to pray for you.
Yeah.
Or, honestly, I don't understand. Can you tell me more? And then they would listen. So those are the things I think that helped me cope also. Then some practical strategies to manage, like the breath prayers, breathing techniques. There was a time yung cold shower helped me.
Nice.
Mga ganun, mga practical stuff
Yeah.
that I think are not, a lot of us are not aware that those little things would actually add up.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, going back to what I love, dancing, writing, all of these things. Parang it really helped me. Hobbies. Basically hobbies. I would really joke around, guy. I would say na yung fangirling really helped me to find parang an outlet eh. Kasi sabi ko nun, when I started to be deeper in my fangirling, in K-pop, ayan, I love the group Stray Kids. Tapos sa P-pop naman, I love the group SB19. Parang, and then I would read about their journey, ganyan. Parang there are a lot of parallels eh, yung not giving up, resilience, and
Yeah.
everything. Parang, okay, oo nga, no, ganyan. Parang sobrang nakaka-relate ako. And then I would tell Charlie, ganun pala, no? Ngayon, at least I know na when I am in so much pressure, in so much stress, hindi ko kailangan patayin yung sarili ko. Kailangan ko lang manood ng video.
There are avenues for you to... Yeah.
There are outlets that I can have. And then siguro that time, when I was starting yung sa journey ko of healing, what kept me alive is, ang dami-dami palang videos sa YouTube, no? Parang, paano ko matatapos lahat panoorin yung mga content nila pag namatay na ako? Ayun. And I think one of the things also that helped me is I was able to reconnect with some of my good friends from my first work. And then this one good friend of mine, over lunch to eh. So they listened to me as I told my story, ganyan. Tapos after nung lunch, sabi niya, wag ka muna mamamatay ha, may next meeting pa tayo.
Yeah.
So parang yung,
Yeah.
of course, if it came from somebody that you're not close to, parang ang offensive naman. Pero because we're very close, parang yung statement niya na yun, parang kind of gave me an anchor, I guess.
Yes, an
Na,
anchor.
okay, hindi pa ako pwede mamatay. And then the other friend, parang affirmed na, oo nga, Jen, kasi ikaw yung nag-organize ng meet-up. Isipin mo, pag namatay ka, hindi na kami ever mag-meet up. Sabi ko, okay, salamat ha. Pressure ha. But yeah, those are some of the things then that really helped me. Yon. Kasi at that time when I was struggling, when I was in the ordeal, I would really find myself isolating eh. Kasi I think that is the enemy's work eh. The enemy would really make you feel like you're alone, nobody loves you, nobody cares for you, all of these lies. But in reality, you're not. You're not alone and you're not the only one suffering. Yan.
Thank you for joining us today in our discussion. We hope we were able to enlighten you in some of the issues you are currently facing. If you have any comments or suggestions, please drop us a note in the comment section below. We would also like to take this opportunity to invite you to come and worship with us every Sunday here at Jubilee Evangelical Church. We have English services at 8:30 a.m. and 10:30 a.m., Amoy service at 10:30 a.m., Taglish service at 2 p.m. You can also join us online through our FB and YouTube channels at 3 p.m. For more information, you can visit our website at jec.com.ph. Thank you and God bless us all.